Alright, let's look at some sleepers at the wide receiver position for 2022. Let's get it. Alright, let's talk about Michael Gallup. He signed a 5-year, $62.5 million contract extension. He's now the clear number 2 wide receiver behind CeeDee Lamb in the pass-first offense with Dak Prescott. He should see plenty of volume to be a fantasy asset week in and week out. You see, he had an ACL injury early last January, but he should be healthy to start the regular season. He ended up with 35 catches out of 62 targets for 445 yards and 2 touchdowns. Someone you should be able to draft in the later rounds and could pay dividends for your fantasy teams during the entire season. So you plug him in as a wide receiver 2 or even a flex and maybe a happy camper by the end of the season. Now we're talking about Sterling Shepard. He agreed to restructure his contract to be able to stay with the team for his 7th season in the NFL. He sustained a season-ending Achilles injury in mid-December last season. And even though Shepard has yet to play a full season in any of his last 3 seasons, he is a go-to target for Daniel Jones. Even with Kenny Golladay there, Shepard is consistently targeted within the offense, and if he can stay healthy, he can produce wide receiver 2 numbers. Shepard isn't even being drafted in most drafts, so you can throw a last-round pick on this guy, and he could pay off big time for you. If he fails, at least you didn't burn any draft capital. Guys like this will allow you to stack your running backs early in your draft and then be able to plug a guy like this into your lineup and should be key into bringing you a championship home for 2022. He was able to catch in 36 catches of 53 targets for 366 yards and a touchdown in the 2021 season. Let's talk a little bit about Jeudy. He had an injury-plagued season last season, but was able to secure 38 receptions for 56 targets and 467 yards, not even having a touchdown. But this time on the field, he doesn't have Drew Lock anymore. They sent him packing. Now he's got Russell Wilson coming into the picture, and you can expect Tyler Lockett-like numbers with the speedy Jeudy. This guy's very young. He's still learning. And if he can grow with Wilson, you could see some sparks flying. The offense in Denver should be more consistent, and they should be able to maintain drives better, which means more time on the field for Jeudy, and Jeudy being more productive. Look for Jeudy to be a high-end wide receiver 2 in 2022. Now we're going over Devonta Smith. Smith had a good rookie season, and really started building some solid rapport with Jalen Hurts. As the true number 1 receiver for the Eagles, it seems like this is only the beginning going into year 2. In his first season, Smith caught 64 catches for 104 targets and 916 yards and 5 touchdowns. Now that he has a feel for what it's like going against NFL caliber cornerbacks, he should be able to locate some of the open gaps for some easy receptions. Smith's route running is very good for his age, and you should be able to secure him in the early parts of your draft. It seems like Hurts looked for Smith on 3rd down, key plays, and if that seems to continue, I see a possibility for wide receiver 1 opportunity for Smith in 2022. The last receiver we're going to go over today is Rondale Moore. Moore was impressive in his first season with the Cardinals. It looks like it will only get better in 2022 with Christian Kirk and AJ Green no longer being with the team. Moore had a 7.2 yards per offensive touch last season, which bodes well for his fantasy football production. He was able to secure 54 catches with 64 targets, 435 yards, and a touchdown, which is a phenomenal catch rate. That's over 80%. Moore has the ability to turn on the jets when needed to be a great down-the-field threat for Kyler Murray. With DeAndre Hopkins on the opposite side of the field, look for Moore to get some open looks and to be able to deliver on some solid fantasy numbers. Look for Moore to be in your flex with wide receiver 2 upside in 2022. I appreciate you guys as always for watching the video. As we ramp up to the 2022 fantasy football season, I'm looking to keep you guys informed all the way through it so you guys can dominate the draft and dominate the season. Do me a favor, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and even leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the video or if you want to add anybody else into this video as well. But other than that, we'll see you guys on the next video.